rabbits moved in. Hello, welcome back to Sage and Stone Homestead. My name is Heather. Today we're doing a lot of cleaning and organizing of this space as well as the space back there because my goats are going to be giving birth very soon. Actually, they could give birth sooner than I thought since I didn't do my calculations wrong. I have a lot of mini La Manchas that are going to kid. Mini La Manchas are a cross between Nigerian dwarves and standard La Manchas, and Nigerian dwarves tend to have their babies sooner than a standard goat like a La Mancha. And with a mini La Mancha, it can be kind of up in the air what to expect out of them. When I had done my calculations from breeding until their potential due date, I had done the standard length. So I had calculated for 150 days, and they could go sooner. They could go at day 145. So I really need to get this place ready. Hey Tori, how's it going this morning? Can I feel your leggies? No, you feel good. Hey Laura, how are you? Everyone feels good. Hello. Just going along, feeling their ligaments to see if anybody's loosening up, getting ready to kid. One of the first ones who may kid is Tizzy back there. Oof, she's squishier than she has been. This is Shindy. Yeah, oh, Shindy. Definitely getting ready. Hey, Alpus. Keeping my hands on them frequently and my eyes on their udders frequently is how I'm going to notice the change that happens when they are getting ready to give birth imminently. Yes, Winnie, we see you. We see you. I've got to go clean. One of the struggles that I've been having in cleaning this out is that rabbitry back there is going to be my new milking area, and that's where a lot of the kind of extra things like hoof trimmers and other like hoses and random things are going to go. And I'm struggling finding places for these things that are not in here that also won't be in the way when it comes to moving the rabbits out into the new rabbitry. So I think moving the rabbits really needs to be the next step so this can happen more efficiently. You're all right. There's something about rabbit urine that just calcifies it to the things that it comes into contact with, and oftentimes rabbits will choose like a potty spot in their cage, even if they don't have a litter box. And the calcium deposit, I'm gonna guess it's what it is because that's what it acts like. That deposit just concretes on, but really if you can break through it just even a little bit, a good pressure of water peels it right off. So I'm just using this grill brush, which this is its intended purpose. It doesn't go back and forth between the grill and the rabbit cages, but I'm using it to just kind of rough up the surface of this calcification here, and then we should be able to spray it off pretty well. So I didn't get this cage perfectly like new. We actually bought this used, and I can only do so much with it. I'm perfectly happy with how clean it is, but it does need a little bit of repair. This bottom cage here, some of the J hooks have like rusted out and let loose, and obviously that's not a good thing. And you know, J hooks really aren't my favorite as far as cage building or cage repair. I have used them in the past, but they tend to not last as long as something like a hog ring. And so that's what I've got here, these little They're called hog rings, and these are hog ring pliers, and this is gonna help me fix this cage right up. So I'm gonna stick hog ring in the pliers like that. And give it a squeeze. I think that's the hog ring we just put in. I'm not gonna bother trying to get that rusty J-hook out of there. It'll be fine. There we go. Also, not exactly like new, but that'll do. Also, I really needed to replace the pans that are in the bottom of that stacker, and these are dishwasher, right?
Yeah.
I could not find a reasonable price on a good drip pan from any of the places that we could get them locally, so I got this on Amazon, dishwasher drip pan, and it's the right size. Do have some pretty serious terrain issues in our new barn extension, and so nothing that's supposed to have its legs on the ground is going to sit evenly, so that's going to help hold this where we need it for now, and then that will build up over time. Isn't she pretty?
Make some tasty babies.
Yes, indeed. Let me go bow. Grab that screw.
Okay. Just let it hang down so I can reach this.
I had this extra 2-hole cage hanging up in the rabbitry for the longest time. It needed its bottom redone, and I thought I had an extra roll of this baby saver wire, the 1 inch by 1/2 inch wire, but I don't. So what I've elected to do, since I made these cages out of all baby saver wire, is I just flipped it upside down. So the bottom is now the top is now the bottom. The top has, you know, some wire that needs some attention, but that's not a super important part of the whole cage. So what we're doing in order to make this a 6-hole cage essentially is I'm just using the same hog rings to connect the top.
Up here, maybe.
I might connect some on the front and back.
Yeah, I figured we'd do more than just this one line.
I have quite a bit of these little rings up here, so that's good. Right above? Is that what you
Yeah. And then after this one, we might flip the cage over so it's easier to.
Okay.
We're not like messing in the dirt. Okay, and then it's got to go towards me.
Okay.
A foot. Right there.
What are these little closure things called for this cable?
I have no idea what they're called. I'm sure there's a name for them.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you guys out, but it's like a little mini U-bolt that's like clamping
It's
the cord together.
specifically designed to hold the cable, though. Bar that runs across isn't just a bar; it has its own U shape to it.
Oh, I see. So that holds it
It
really
bites
nice.
bites the cable.
Where did we get that? Probably just the hardware store.
Store, Lowe's sells them. You can get them anywhere.
Yeah, that hugs it really nicely.
Okay.
Now the fun part.
Yeah. have seen that coming.
Oh my.
Okay, should be able to like do it. And then it worked. Okay.
So it makes sense that it is swaying based on how it's looped in here. He's going to secure it to the back wall so that it doesn't move around. Because as the bunnies are moving around, it's going to move around. And I imagine that it's probably better if it doesn't. But it's all coming together. Well, we've got the rabbits moved in. They seem content. Now the idea behind making this a 6-hole cage instead of leaving it a 4-hole cage is that my 6 does that I have, I've got these 4 Californians. One of them is going to be replaced with her daughter, but I'll have a total of 4 Californians and then 2, we call them pretty bunnies, but they're just like the pretty fur kind of mixed breed rabbits. Those 2 girls are going to go on this end. I need to switch around how the door goes because again, we flipped that upside down. And then this 3-hole vertical is going to house our bucks. And then I have a smaller little 2x2 here. That's going to sit right there with another, smaller breed buck in it. So all of our breeders will be in here. Right now our bucks are kind of by our carport and it's fine. I just use my garden cart to bring the does to the bucks, but it's a lot more convenient if they're right here. So this is probably what you'd expect from a rabbitry where the cages were just moved out of it. This is real life here. We are going to be taking this panel off and replacing it. I'll be taking down the feed bags that we've had as wind blocks. All in good time. These are easy things for me to do while I'm waiting for goats to give birth. What do you think, sir? More places for you to hang out. Yeah, fun times. Now what Levi's working on is getting this small section of fencing stretched so that we can put that gate over here. And when we don't have a trailer of trash in the way, it'll be easier to see what's going on. with. There it is. This is the vision that we had. So I can come through here this way with my milker or just my pail when I'm hand milking and not have to go through goats in order to get to my milking parlor or to deal with the rabbits. It's really nice. The rabbits seem to have enjoyed their first night in their new area. Now these cages here that we put in upside down in order to make the bottom more solid. I need to switch around these doors. I mean, I guess it's not the worst if the door opens downward like this instead of upward like that, but it's just nicer if things function more as they're supposed to. And I also have this little hole up here where the feeder used to be. I need to put a feeder hole further down. These doors are just connected with those same hog rings from before, so easy to take off and flip around and reconnect. Okay. Now I'm going to cut the hole for the feeder, and it looks like it's 3 squares high and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 squares wide, and 2 squares up from the bottom. I don't know that this hole that's up here is going to cause much of an issue. I probably have some kind of wiring that I can put over that though. There we go. Now it is perfectly usable. Sausage just had a litter of babies not too long ago. They are within their first week, which I count the babies every day in their first week. Looks like they're doing well to me. They're doing what's called popcorning. Oh, they're so cute. That one looks just like her. This is Sausage's second litter of babies. Her first litter was 8, so she has really great quantity and nice fat bellies. They look good. 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4, 5. That's another broken black. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Got something to show you guys. Let me put most of these back. So this is definitely one of the reasons that I like to count babies. I have a baby here that looks like it's missed a couple of meals. Mama rabbits only feed their young right around twice a day. Some people say once a day. And we can see a clear size difference of these 2 kits. This guy has a nice round fat belly. See, nice and round, and this one smaller, not round at all, could definitely use a meal. So I'm going to show you what I do in this case. All right, so here's Mama, got the baby. When Mom goes to feed them, she just sort of hovers over them in the nest. Come here. So all I'm going to do is set baby underneath of her, and usually they'll latch on. Another way to do it, because it didn't really look like the baby was able to latch, but I'm going to put Sausage on her back and put the baby's face right over a nipple. Here we go. Okay. So really, Mom is tolerating this quite well. I don't know if you can tell how relaxed she is, but Sausage is well handled. My kids have held her since she was a baby. But I'm just giving the baby as many options as I can to get a full belly. So I'm moving him around a little bit. As soon as he pops off, stick him on another teat. I believe they have 8, which is one of the reasons that sometimes bigger litters, you can have 1 or 2 that get a little bit behind, because Mom doesn't hang out in the nest super long. They get what they can, and if there's fewer teats than babies, if one baby gets bullied off of the teat enough, they can really fall behind. But if you can catch it early, this meal is going to give this baby a lot of energy to be able to fight for the teat the next time Mama goes in the nest, which should be sometime this evening, and we may not have to repeat this. I usually don't have to do it more than once. It catches the baby up and gives them energy, and they usually do just fine. I want to put Sausage back, and then I'll show you how much more round he got. You can see it there, though. See his belly? You want to see that belly filling up. This baby definitely got a meal and wouldn't have had the chance for several more hours. All right, a little closer up, we can see his belly right here. See how he's got some food in there. This baby's gonna have a chance. Here you go, crazies. Now, as far as this space goes, and goat babies, I really want to get this cleared out pretty soon. Just need my husband's help moving things like the milking stand and some of the feed buckets and things. That back room, the old rabbitry, is going to take us a little while to get it exactly how we want it. But for now, I can milk back here. And when some of my larger does go into labor, they can use this whole space as a kidding area. And then we could even keep up this fence here and almost have like a maternity ward. Let's say we've got a mom and a baby that really need to spend some more time bonding, but Mom also really needs to get out and stretch her legs. She's able to do that, and the babies can stay in here and stay warm and dry. I'm really excited. I do have these other kidding stalls back here. They're about 4.5 feet by 8 feet. And I have had standard goats kid in here, and they do pretty okay, but it's better if they've got some more room to pace and walk around. You can also have your goats just kid out with the herd in the main barn. There's nothing wrong with that. I find that my goats, they get to a certain point in labor where they just want to be alone. They seem really irritated by the other goats, especially if we've got rainy days or something and everybody's kind of cooped up in here. It's just nice to be able to give them a break from the other goats. And with new moms, which we've got a lot of them this year, got a lot of first fresheners. Sometimes they're not exactly sure what to do, and keeping them in close proximity with their babies helps with bonding. It helps the babies figure out nursing. It's just good. It's just good for us all around. So that's why we do it, huh? Pretty soon. As far as videos go, with kidding season coming up, I do have a schedule for videos. That schedule is gonna get thrown off for sure. We've got 8 mamas due in the span of 1 week's time. It's gonna be a little crazy, but I'm looking forward to it.